Today we will study chapter 13, Sound. Sounds are part of our life. We are able to recognize many kinds of sounds. Some sounds are pleasant to our ears. For example, music. We love music, it is pleasant to our ears. But some sounds are unpleasant to our ears. It causes irritation in us. Example, horns of vehicles, a metal plate fall on a floor are examples. Next we will look how sounds are produced. Sounds are produced due to vibrations of objects. With the help of an example we can explain this. When a guitarist plugs the strings of guitar, it moves back and forth and produces sound. This back and forth movement of an object is called vibrations. Vibrations produce sound. Now let us study how sounds are propagated. Propagation means traveling. When an object vibrates, the vibrations are transmitted to neighboring particles, neighboring air particles. This process continues and produces a wave. That means sound moves in the form of a wave. This sound waves move in all directions. Let us explain this with the help of an activity. Sound waves moves in all directions. Now let us see, students, how sound waves spread in all directions. For this activity we are taking a metal tumbler with the water up to the brim and a metal spoon. When we gently strike on the rim of the tumbler, we can hear the sound. At the same time, we can see ripples inside the water. That is our observation. The sound we are hearing and we are seeing ripples inside the water. Why this happens? When we strike on it, the tumbler and the spoon vibrate. These vibrations are transmitting into nearby air particles. And that vibrations are reaching into our ear. That is why we are hearing the sound. Vibrations are transmitting into water also, that we are seeing as ripples. That means sound waves travel in air, water, that is in all direction it is spreading. That is the conclusion of this activity. The vibration transmitted to air carry sound waves to our ears. The vibration transmitted to water are seen as ripples in water. Now students, let us study how human beings produce sound. Human beings produce sound with the help of an organ called larynx or voice box. It is located at the upper end of our windpipe. There is a thin membrane stretched over it called vocal cords. There is a narrow slit in between the vocal cords. When air from the lungs are forced through this narrow slit, it makes the vocal cords to vibrate and produce sound. The muscles attached to these vocal cords contract and relax, making the vocal cords tight and loose, thus enable us to make different kinds of sound.